New York Attorney General Tish James, I don't need to tell you this, but just to remind everyone out there, she ran on the platform to get Trump. She told voters long before she ever looked into his financial records that she was going to destroy him. Take a listen.
I'm running for Attorney General because I will never be afraid to challenge this illegitimate president when our fundamental rights are at stake.
Legitimate president. I mean, and then as you just heard our correspondent there, the judge in the case, he's also drunk with power. How do you combat this politicalization of our judicial system here?
Well, it's awful, you know, and as a former prosecutor and officer of the court, I am appalled at the miscarriage of justice here. Yes, you're right. This would be campaigned specifically on a bloodthirsty, vendetta against Donald Trump, against the family, against the Trump organization. But there is no evidence to substantiate any of this. What you had was what so many, billions of Americans do is you go to a bank, they make an assessment of worth and value, and then they decide to give you a loan, and then you're supposed to pay it back. There's nothing to see here, folks. Okay? They weren't delinquent on payments. They paid the loans off. This was a standard business transaction. The banks are not complaining, and that's why you saw Don Jr. did a great job yesterday and today, and so did Eric Trump, and I'm certain that the president will as well, and Ivanka, when they take the stand. But this is nonsense. This is what we see in countries like Venezuela, where you try to financially cripple, destroy, or jail your top political opponent. But it is not going to work. None of this is about the law, okay? It's a show, and it's a joke, and a sham, and it's a circus, and it's simply a smear campaign against Donald Trump and the family. This is really a trial about what? Alleged fraud?
Right.
No victim? There's nothing to see here, but the American people are paying attention, so congratulations, Tish. You're just driving Donald Trump's numbers up, and he's doing better than ever in the polls. So thank you so much.
Absolutely. And speaking of political opponents, President Biden, he's weak, he's feckless. He can't even give out candy without dropping it. His hands are shaking. He's stumbling and falling. Now he's calling for a pause in the Middle East conflict. Kimberly, are you afraid that Biden's going to bring us into another world war?
I really am. I mean, he's completely inept, and this is somebody who's trying to limp through his presidency. He seems to be an apologist for Hamas. He's tried to cause delays that would benefit Hamas. That is not what he is supposed to be doing. He is supposed to be standing for what's right, protect the people of Israel against political terrorists like Hamas, not be giving money to Iran and helping people who are state sponsors of terrorism, essentially. Biden is failing this country on every front and making the world less safe. The border's a mess. Terrorists are emboldened around the world. And now they want to focus on combating Islamophobia. Are you kidding me? These people are totally out of touch. They're reckless, and they are dangerous. There are no adults back in charge. These are fools who are driving our country off a cliff.
Absolutely. Kimberly Guilfoyle, again with the fire. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you.